Gorilla Tag is almost 5 years old now, and since the game released, there's been a lot of creepy events. From the game randomly going dark, to very disturbing stories about players. So in this video, I'm going to cover every disturbing event that's happened in Gorilla Tag. Starting with the Haunted Mountains. This happened on the 31st of January 2025. On this day, one of my friends sent me a picture of mountains. But this wasn't just a normal picture, everything was dark. Now this had also happened before, but I had to get on to see what was happening. Luckily, I was recording, so I got this all on video. Okay, so I just got on Gorilla Tag and whoa, this is weird. The whole map is like this, just everything's just dark. Everything's so dark. As you can see, I was just exploring the map. I've only seen something like this once, so it was very interesting to see it again. I mean, there's some places lit up, but it just makes everything else scarier. I genuinely feel like I'm in a horror game right now. What is this? This is so weird. Like I said, it felt like I was playing a horror game, but the next day is very different from this. The day everyone got banned. This happened on the 25th of June 2024. Every Gorilla Tag player got permanently banned from the game for ban evasion. No one was expecting this and no one knew what happened. We didn't know if this was just a glitch or if the game got hacked. But luckily, I have an answer to this question. As I said, on June 25th last year, if you played Gorilla Tag on this day, you would have got banned. Now, this doesn't mean people who had the game installed. It means people who were actually playing at the time. I know this because I didn't go on Gorilla Tag and my account was perfectly fine. The player count was also at its lowest, so only a few thousand people would have got banned. When people saw this, they thought that the game got hacked, and this would have been really bad. Because if Gorilla Tag was actually hacked, then everyone's account and data would be at risk. So did Gorilla Tag really get hacked? No, it didn't. Lemming actually made an announcement in the Discord saying what happened. They needed to update something on the game while the servers were still running. Since this was risky, they did it when the player count was at its lowest. Unfortunately, this didn't go to plan and ended up banning everyone online. Luckily, everyone got unbanned and they were even given 500 free shiny rocks. Although that got resolved, we still don't know what happened on this next day. The day everything went dark. I've covered this before on my channel, but here's what happened. This took place on January 24th, 2024. The map's forest, canyons, beach, and mountains all went dark. You could barely see anything except for the areas that were eerily lit up. This happened without warning, so people were very confused.
There is something wrong with Gorilla Tag. Every single map is very, very dark, like forest here. You can barely even see some of the branches, so it's kind of hard to play in comp. And like I said, it is in like every single map.
Why is Gorilla Tag so dark? Every map is so dark now. And the crack has cracked more. Beach, canyons, mountains. The others haven't been affected.
The day after this, everything seemed to be fine again, but to this day, we still don't know why this happened. The only answer I have is Lemming was adding light to the swamp map, which if you didn't know was very dark when it first released, and this caused the lighting to break in other maps. But since no developers talked about this anywhere, this event is still a mystery. Unlike the next day, because we know exactly how this happened. This is Bees, a Gorilla Tag ghost designed by a hacker to completely destroy Gorilla Tag. This ghost was programmed to join every lobby and scare players. This didn't just scare players though, it broke servers.
You guys, bro, what?
He's gonna report everyone for no reason.
Bro, it's...
No, because I don't know which one is the yellows.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. Yo, guys, just... He's not always gonna be yellow. Bro, is this lobby hacked? Bro, what? How? It's glitched out. Bro, what? Guys, wait. If I go... Bro, what? No way.
Heck, oh, there's the other people. What the heck is that? What the heck was that? That was kind of creepy. As soon as I started recording, that just happened.
As you can see, this was very weird, and this would have been scary for players at the time, because ghost attacks like this were very new. So I decided to interview some players who have encountered this ghost before. to try and see what their experiences were like, and this was very interesting. So the first question is, what do you know about this ghost?
Well, I know it can like join public lobbies when it has more than 10 people in it, and like it follows like one player in like specific and plays B signs.
Well, I know that like it has no max, so it can join multiple people, and there's like 3 versions. It's Swifter, Bees, and like Gorilla, and they just fly around like with their hands behind their head, and they just follow people around.
What I know about the ghost is like no max for the lobby for it. It's kind of like Nemo. It's like a placeholder type thing, and it can join even if there's 10 players in a lobby.
The next question is, do you think it's dangerous?
All it really did was follow people around and lag the game. Honestly, I don't really think so.
No, they're just modders messing around.
Yes. So me and my friend were just like exploring. We just encountered this ghost in a public lobby. It was nice at first, like kind of nice. It was just like doing this random soundboard, like a scary soundboard. And then this person went up to report him, and then it like crashed him. And I don't know if he got banned or not.
The final question is, do you think it's real?
Mostly, I think it's just modders with like mods. But yeah, I do. No, sorry, I don't think it's.
No, I don't believe in ghosts.
I do think it's real because of the last question I just said. It did, I think, ban that person.
That's all the questions. Thank you, everyone who answered them. It's not clear why this happened, but we know who the hackers are, and these are the same people responsible for the scariest day in Gorilla Tag history. This happened on July 15th, 2022. On this day, a ghost started to appear in every lobby, but this wasn't just a normal ghost. This is Nemo, a ghost that can duplicate itself thousands of times, completely breaking the servers. It started by appearing 3 or 4 times in lobbies, but that quickly turned into thousands. Now you probably want to know how this was possible. Well, the hacker group that caused this event used a mod called Rig Spammer. This basically just copy and pastes the bot thousands of times. And as you can imagine, this made the game unplayable.
Because there are so many gorillas, you start to lag a lot. Some even claiming they got banned. I haven't gotten banned, at least not yet.
A few months ago, I made a video covering this ghost, and I interviewed some people who encountered it, and this is what they said. So I found some people who were playing at the time of this event, and I'm going to ask them what it was like experiencing this ghost. So the first question is, what do you know about this ghost?
I found it in code Namo. I joined it because my friend told me about the ghost, and then when I joined, played the same sound, like it was an ear-wrecking sound. He played it over and over.
Well, I know that it's white and it has the name, but it's spelled in a weird font, so it looks like it's spelled Nemo.
Nemo is a Gorilla Tag ghost that would clone itself and lag the whole server. You could tag the ghost, which I found really odd.
The next question is, what encounters have you had with the ghost?
I went into the code, I saw it banned a player, it kicked my friend, and then kind of just started like duplicating and changing colors and shit.
Somebody joined, so we checked the leaderboard. It said Nemo on it. There was a bunch of just white monkeys floating around.
I joined the lobby and Gazebo was glitching. On the board there were like 3 to 4 names on the board, and they all said Nemo.
The final question is, do you think this ghost is dangerous?
Yes.
But it could be dangerous because it did kick my friend.
In my opinion, Nemo is very dangerous because if it can just join Gorilla Tag lobbies and kick and ban people, a lot of people are going to get kicked and banned for no reason.
And that's the end of the 5 scariest days in Gorilla Tag history. This is the first image of a Gorilla Tag ghost, but it's not the scariest, or the weirdest. There's a lot of photos taken in Gorilla Tag that seem normal, but they have very disturbing backstories. So in this video, I'm going to cover all of these. This is the first image. It looks like it's just a screenshot of a player named Paul. Not that scary, right? Well, this isn't just a normal player. It's a very dangerous ghost. This ghost can allegedly download files onto your headset, and this can completely corrupt your headset. But something very strange will happen once you find it. Supposedly it will delete any files on your headset containing it, completely destroying any proof it existed, and if you try to tell people, they won't believe you. Seeing this player is extremely rare, and this is the only photo we have of it right now. But I want to try and find it. Luckily, I've done a lot of ghost hunting in the past, so I know what codes to join. So the first code I'm going to try is code Paul. So let's see if it lets me in. Oh wait, I'm in. Hello? Oh wait, there's people here. Hello? Hi. Okay. Is anyone, like, talking in this lobby? Does anyone have mics? Okay, well, that lobby was terrible. I'm gonna move on to their next code now. The next code I'm going to try is code Paul666. So maybe there'll be someone in here, but I doubt it. Yep, I'm the only one in this code. So I guess I could just look around for a bit, but I don't really think there's a lot to do. I mean, I think Paul spawns, like, in stumps, so I guess I'll just wait there. I will go to that one spot where the photo was taken, though. Like, in this area right here. Imagine I just go around the corner and it's just there. I swear I just saw something up there. I might be hallucinating, but like, I always do in these videos, like every time. I just think I see a ghost, but I don't. But yeah, it looked like there was a player standing right there. I swear I just heard someone join. Hello? I'm hearing things now. I'm hearing things and I'm seeing things. The next code is code help. So let's see if I can find anything in this code. Let's hope there's at least someone in this. Oh wait, the code's almost full. Wait, hello? Is there any ghosts in this code by any chance? The very talkative lobby right here. Oh, thanks. Wait, high five, high five. Oh, nice. I'm recording right now. You're in a video. Wait, hold on. I just realized my game audio's off, so they couldn't hear you before. If anyone wants to say anything to the video, say it now. Okay, a lot of people recognized me in that lobby. But unfortunately, I had game audio off, and I didn't realize, so you couldn't even hear them half the time. But anyway, the next code is code run. So let's see if there's anyone in there. Oh, wait. I'm, like, basically the last one. Is there any ghosts in here, guys?
Wait, is this Nate?
No. You're gonna be in a video. Say one thing to the video. Because I'm recording.
Hello, video.
Yeah. Okay, so the final code is code Trend17. This code is usually full, so I doubt I'll be able to get in. I feel like this code might be full. Oh yeah, it's definitely full. I guess I'll just move on now. Although that was creepy, this next photo is even scarier. This is a picture taken almost 3 years ago by the YouTuber Chivy. When you first look at this photo, it looks fake. But this actually happened back in 2022. This is Nemo, a gorilla tag ghost that would duplicate itself thousands of times. As you can imagine, this completely broke lobbies. This started with just 3 or 4 players, but the hacker group that made this ghost spawned in thousands. This wasn't just in one lobby either. This ghost was in every lobby you joined. So this stopped everyone from playing the game.
Because there are so many gorillas, you start to lag a lot. Some even claiming they got banned. I haven't gotten banned, at least not yet.
This got so bad that Lemming had to join to solve the issue. And after around a day, this ghost was never seen again. That story was scary, but this actually happened twice. This is a photo of bees. You can instantly tell that there's something very wrong with this player. This was a bot made by the same hacker group that made Nemo. Although this didn't have the same impact Nemo did, it still destroyed lobbies.
You guys, bro, what? Bro, is this lobby hacked? Bro, what? How? See this? Do you guys see this leaderboard or is it just me? Bro, what? Guys, wait. If I go... Bro, what? No way.
We have several images of this ghost and they're all very creepy. But there's something creepier than this. What would you do if you just got on Gorilla Tag and the forest map looked like this? Well, this actually happened last year. A ton of maps like forest, canyons, beach, and mountains all went extremely dark.
There is something wrong with Gorilla Tag. Every single map is very, very dark, like forest here. You can barely even see some of the branches, so it's kind of hard to play in comp. And like I said, it is in like every single map.
Every map is so dark now. Beach, canyons, mountains.
This was scary for players at the time, because people thought the game got hacked, and this was some kind of warning that the hackers were sending. And to this day, we don't have an exact answer on why this happened, but it was most likely just a lighting glitch. Either way, it was still very scary to play in. The next image is actually the first ever ghost sighting in Gorilla Tag history, and it looks like this. This image is very low quality, but it's PBBV standing on the bridge in forest. If you didn't know, PBBV was the first Gorilla Tag ghost, and it has a really weird backstory. When someone encountered this ghost, it banned them for a day, and when they tried to load back in, they got hit with the famous cursed loading screen. This is the only evidence we have of that encounter, and the original post about this has been deleted. There's a lot of lore surrounding this ghost, and I can't fit it all into this video, so subscribe if you want to see a full video on PBBV. Also, I'm getting very close to 200k, so if you could subscribe, it would help out a lot. But anyway, this next image is of a player that doesn't exist. This is Gorilla0666. It's a ghost that tries to act like a normal player. It tries to blend in with the rest of the lobby. The only video we have of it is a short clip from this video by CJVR.
And in the video, it's just a short recording of 2 kids playing Gorilla Tag. But at the end, the kid gets kicked. Look at it, very stiff, robotic movement. When our guy is running past the leaderboard, you'll see that there's only one name. That's weird, because there's clearly 2 people in the lobby. When our guy gets tagged, he turns around, and no one's there.
This was creepy, but this next image is even creepier. Now, already this one looks very weird. You can see a player with its head upside down in a very unnatural position. This ghost is called NPC2, and it's been haunting the game for years. It can be extremely hostile and even ban players. If you meet this ghost, it will most likely play this audio. Other than this image and the creepy audio, there's basically no information about this ghost. But like earlier, I'm going to hunt for it. So the first code is code NPC2. So I'm going to join this code, let's see if it lets me in. Okay, come on, please be at least someone in here. I don't think this is a popular code, but please just be someone. Oh, I'm the only one. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure where the ghost spawns. I'm pretty sure it's just there. I'm 90% sure the photo was taken right there. So I guess I'll just walk around forest for a bit and see if anything happens. I'm getting distracted, but I had no idea that they added the bees back. Okay, let's see if it actually works. Oh yeah, they do. Oh, I've got to run, I've got to run. Guys, it's Bees, the ghost from earlier, it's Bees. Okay, I've got to run because they are chasing me. I've got to go, I've got to go. Okay, where are they right now? They're right there. Ah, look how slow you are, look how slow you are. You're never gonna, oh no, it's actually getting close. Okay, I can hear them right behind me, I've got to be quick. They're quite far, they're getting close. No, I just fell. No. I'm so done here, I'm so done. Okay, yeah, there's like no way they'll get me, I'm just too fast. I'm too fast for the bees. I can hear them right next to me though, that's not good. That is not good. No, oh, they got me. Oh. Okay, I got very distracted there. I need to focus on finding this ghost again. So this ghost only has 2 codes, and the other code is code ghost. So I'm going to join this code. It might be full, though. That's the problem. So, I'm actually tired after that. Oh, wait, I'm in. Why am I a ghost? What is happening? This is not... Wait, why am I a skeleton? What is this? What is wrong with this code? Wait, why are we all skeletons? I swear this game mode got removed, like, years ago. The people in this lobby are not giving me answers. Why are we skeletons? Can someone answer the question for me? I'm actually confused. But how do you have it? How is it like this? Okay, yeah, this is very weird. Like, it's not even on the game mode thing anymore. This is an old game mode. I honestly don't know what's happening here. Yeah, game mode ghost, but we're not. That's not an option. I'm so confused. Okay, that was the only code. That was so weird. I was literally in a game mode that doesn't exist anymore. But anyway, I guess I'm just gonna have to move on now. So the last image is this. At first, it just looks like a player standing in treehouse. But you won't think that once you've seen the footage. As you just saw, this player was playing a very loud, high-pitched sound. But there's more to this story. This ghost is Banshee. Banshee is a ghost that will ban and dox you while playing horrifying sounds.
No, go!
Banshee. If it was the real Banshee, it was. Guys, if it was the real Banshee.
And land. Reading out players' IP addresses to 46.
This player in the video luckily escaped the code safely, but if you ever see Banshee in a lobby, you need to leave the code immediately. What if I told you there was a Gorilla Tag player who died in VR? There are lots of very creepy ghost stories like this in Gorilla Tag, so in this video I'm going to cover all of the disturbing ghost stories like this. In early 2022, a player was just randomly joining public lobbies. This player's username was FlameGT, but one of these public lobbies were very weird. Another player in the lobby was telling everyone if you join the code RUNEXE, you will get kicked out of the game. People assumed he was lying because they'd never heard of this before, but FlameGT decided he wanted to test this out. So he walked over to the computer, left the lobby, and began to type in this code. Remember, this was early 2022, so there weren't nearly as many ghosts as there are in the game now. So something like this was very rare. When he clicked enter, something very weird happened. Just like the player said, he got kicked out of the game for no reason. But this isn't the scariest part. When he loaded back in, something was off. He noticed the computer said there were 0 players online. This is a pretty normal glitch in Gorilla Tag, but when he tried to use the computer, none of the buttons on the computer seemed to work. This confused him, so he tried joining a public lobby, but it still wouldn't let him join. He was stuck in Gorilla Tag, completely alone. He explored forest for a while, not understanding what was going on, until he suddenly noticed something. While standing at the stump entrance, he saw a player standing at gazebo. Something was not right here. He wasn't in a lobby, but somehow there was a player right there looking up at him. So he called out to it, but the player didn't respond. So he tried walking over to it, but this was a big mistake, because as soon as he did, he got kicked out of the game again. Now, he didn't play the game for the rest of the day, but when he got back on the next day, everything was normal. Before I move on to the next story, shout out to my last 5 subscribers. If you want to be in the next video, then subscribe. This next story is about a player called VR Player 100. He was playing in casual lobbies, just practicing different skills, until he joined a code with him and one other player. The player was a salmon-coloured monkey, walking back and forth across the bridge. This was already very weird, but this gets even weirder. This player was repeating some kind of chant, in a very deep, raspy voice. At this point, VR Player was very confused, so he cautiously approached this player. When he got to the bridge, he asked the player what he was doing. Then the player stopped moving, and as it turned to look at him, VR Player suddenly got kicked. And when he loaded back into Gorilla Tag, he got hit with the famous cursed loading screen. When he finally loaded into Stump, he was banned for a day. This is the story of the Gorilla Tag Ghost PBBV, the first ever Gorilla Tag Ghost. The next story is about a player and his friend, in the code Mirror Man. They started by just playing tag in forest, but then they decided to go to city, just to try on some cosmetics. But when they got to the mirror, they noticed something very creepy. They both saw a face in the mirror, but this wasn't just a normal face. Apparently it had a creepy smile, which isn't possible in Gorilla Tag. Then they both suddenly started glitching, and then they started getting pulled into the mirror. At this point, both their screens were glitching like crazy. Once their screens were done glitching, they weren't in city anymore. They got pulled inside the mirror. When they looked around, they appeared to be in some kind of humanoid room. At this point, they were very confused, and they had no idea what was going on. But standing in front of them, in this dark humanoid room, was Mirror Man. It was standing in front of them speaking in Morse code, which translated to the words, "You're trapped." At this point, the two players had been completely separated. When this happened, they turned off their headsets. And the next day, when they loaded back into Gorilla Tag, they were both banned for a day. This is the story of Mirror Man, Gorilla Tag's weirdest ghost. The next story is about a ghost called Beginning. This happened the same way most of these stories start. Two players were playing in forest. They thought they were completely alone, until suddenly, they heard a loud, ear-piercing cry. They had no idea where this came from, until they noticed a purple player on the bridge. They just assumed it was one of their friends, but then the player started to teleport around the branches, still letting out terrifying cries. But then, while they were chasing this weird ghost around, it teleported in front of one of the players. The player froze as soon as this happened, but then the ghost just disappeared. This was very weird, but something even weirder is about to happen. The other player started moving in a very robotic way. This player was being controlled by the ghost. They both got banned for a week, but this isn't the only story about this ghost. There's another one that is way creepier than this. It started by a random player getting banned. The story says they got banned because of false reports, but something very weird happened while this player was banned. As this player was staring at the banned screen, they suddenly heard a loud cry from Stump. Obviously, after hearing this, the player turned around, and there was a ghost standing right there in Stump. But when the player ran up to Stump to find it, the ghost wasn't there. When the player turned around, the ghost appeared again, this time in the treehouse. Remember, this was all happening while the player was banned, so something like this would usually be impossible. Again, when the player got up to treehouse, the ghost disappeared. This continued for a while, until the ghost permanently banned the player. The next story goes back to late 2022. A player was alone in the code Sren 18. This is usually very bad, because anything can join this code while you're alone. But the player really wanted to find a ghost, so he waited for about 15 minutes in the code, until suddenly he heard a loud cry. But this wasn't any normal cry, it was very loud and distorted. He heard it coming from the city map. So of course, he instantly ran over. He started looking around city, trying to find out where the noise came from. After searching for a while, he eventually found it, standing by the mirror. He had never seen a ghost like this before, so he decided to approach it, having no idea what was about to happen. As soon as he walked up to the ghost, he started lagging a lot. Then the ghost turned to look at him, and it started chasing him. He quickly ran over to the computer to leave the code. Luckily, he escaped the code before the ghost caught him. A few minutes later, he joined the code again, and the ghost wasn't there. This is the story of the ghost tier liner, one of the creepiest Gorilla Tag ghosts ever. The next story is from earlier this year. A player was in a lobby with a few friends. They decided to go down to mines to spawn Lucy, but when they got down there, something was weird. Lucy was already there, even though no one spawned her. They assumed it was just a glitch, but then it happened again. No one was near the room, but Lucy still spawned in again. This happened over and over again. Each time it would get more hostile. At this point, they thought it was still a glitch, until it banned one of the players. It was clear now that this wasn't Lucy, it was a ghost. After this happened, they all ran out of caves, but the story doesn't end there. Whenever the players joined the code, the ghost would follow them. Sometimes they would just hear footsteps while alone in the code, but rarely they would see this ghost running around the code, each time having a different color. This forced them to completely abandon the code. This is the story of the ghost Mimic, a Gorilla Tag ghost that can mimic things from inside the game, and it could be hiding anywhere. The next story is about one of the most famous Gorilla Tag ghosts in Gorilla Tag history. This started with a player joining the code Daisybell. This is a code for the ghost Daisy09. When the player joined, he was completely alone. He had never found a ghost before, so he really wanted to find one. He searched every map, but after almost an hour of searching, he didn't find anything. This was kind of disappointing for him, because he spent ages looking, and literally nothing happened in the code. At this point, he was ready to leave, so he walked over to the computer, but he noticed something weird. It said there were 2 players in the lobby. This was weird because he hadn't heard anyone join, and that's when he heard it. Daisybell started to play. When he looked out into forest, he didn't see anything at first, but then he saw it, standing in treehouse. was Daisy09. He had no idea what to do. Since he had never seen a ghost before, he didn't know if he should run away or try to approach it. Eventually, he decided to walk over to it. As he got closer, the music got more distorted. When he finally made it to the treehouse, the ghost was standing right in front of him, not moving. It was just standing there like some kind of bot. Since it wasn't doing anything, he was about to leave the code, but when he left treehouse, the ghost started following him. At this point, he was very scared because he had no idea what this ghost was going to do. He tried running into Stump, but he wasn't quick enough. As soon as the ghost caught him, his game black screened. He was scared, so he turned off his headset, and when he got back on Gorilla Tag the next day, he was permanently banned. This next story is the scariest one so far. There was a player joining random city lobbies. Everything was normal, until he joined a specific lobby. The lobby seemed normal at first, until he looked at the code he was in, hide. This was weird because it was a public lobby, so a code like this was a crazy coincidence. After seeing this, he ran to city to tell everyone, but everyone in the lobby was crowded around the mirror. Obviously, the player was curious about what was happening, so he walked over. And that's when he saw it. Statue, standing by the mirror, completely still. He was amazed by this because this was the first ghost he's ever seen. But the ghost started playing a corrupted audio. Then suddenly, the ghost started walking towards the player. But something was not right here. The other players in the lobby were still crowding at the mirror, not even noticing the ghost had moved. It was almost like they thought it was still there. The player started to move away, but it was too late. As soon as the ghost caught him, his game froze. But this isn't the scariest part. His screen completely froze, meaning if he turned his head, the screen would be frozen in place. But he could still hear the ghost. He could still see the ghost moving, but he couldn't do anything. He watched as the ghost did this to everyone. It was almost like he died, and was stuck watching everything happen through the eyes of a player that doesn't exist. What if I told you there was a Gorilla Tag code stuck on a game mode that doesn't exist? We don't know why it happened and we don't know what caused it. What if I told you this was actually real? This is Code Ghost, a code that's currently stuck on a game mode from last year's Halloween update. If you didn't know, last year Gorilla Tag added a new Ghost Tag game mode. This was basically just Infection, but the taggers were ghosts. And if you were tagged, you'd look like this. Now this got removed a month later and was replaced with something different, so that should make it impossible to play right now, but it's not impossible. When I was joining codes for this video, I came across this. So this ghost only has 2 codes, and the other code is code Ghost. So I'm going to join this code. It might be full though, that's the problem. So I'm actually tired after that. Oh wait, I'm in. Why am I a ghost? What is happening? This is not, wait, why am I a skeleton? What is this? What is wrong with this code? Wait, why are we all skeletons? I swear this game mode got removed like years ago. The people in this lobby are not giving me answers. Why are we skeletons? Can someone answer the question for me? I'm actually confused. But how do you have it? How is it like this? Okay, yeah, this is very weird. Like, it's not even on the game mode thing anymore. This is an old game mode. I honestly don't know what's happening here. Yeah, game mode Ghost, but we're not. That's not an option. I'm so confused. Okay, that was the only code. That was so weird. I was literally in a game mode that doesn't exist anymore. This was really weird. There doesn't seem to be a hacker in the code causing this, and no one in the lobby was telling me anything. But there's something weird about this. Instead of being confused like I was, everyone in the code was acting like this was normal. No one thought it was weird that this game mode got removed 7 months ago. Since you couldn't really see a lot in that clip, I'll play you the full version. Oh wait, I'm in. Why am I a ghost? What is happening? This is not, wait, why am I a skeleton? What is this? Why are we skeletons? Can someone answer the question for me? I'm actually confused.
It's just the old Halloween update.
But how do you have it? This is an old game mode, and it's like, it's not on here. Like, what is happening? There's not really any new details, but I noticed something that changes everything. On the game mode selector, it clearly says that the game mode is called Ghost. The real name of the game mode is Ghost Tag, so that's weird. But this is most likely because it's called that in the game files. But now I need to find out, how did someone do this? The first thought I had was illegal modding. There's a chance that someone made a menu that lets you do this. Now, we've seen modders change the game mode in lobbies before.
What the hell? Why am I getting tags? I'm getting tags, what?
But I don't know how they could change it to one that's been removed. Luckily, I know someone who might know what's happening. This is Fizzo, a Gorilla Tag YouTuber that makes videos about modding. If this was possible with mod menus, there's a chance he might know about it. So I asked him, and this is what he said. It looks like this wasn't done with some kind of illegal mod menu, so I don't know what to do now. The only idea I have is to research about this and see if I can find anything. And I found something. This secret game mode will be removed in 24 hours. This was filmed on the update that removed paintball from the game.
But what if I were to tell you there's actually a secret way that you could still play Paint Brawl? Literally, all you gotta do is just come up to your keyboard and type in the code BRAWL. Just like that, we're in, and if I look down, hey! Would you look at that?
This is the exact same thing that's happening to the code GHOST right now. I'm 90% sure that this YouTuber knows how to do this. So I tried reaching out to him, but the request is still outgoing. The only answer I have now is this was intentional. The fact that it's been in code GHOST and code BRAWL makes it seem like Gorilla Tag did this on purpose. But this isn't the case, because this has happened before, and the code was different to the others. After looking through a lot of different recordings, I found this video from February. Now remember this date because it's going to be important later. This just looks like a normal ghost hunting video until I join the third code. So I'm going to join this code right now. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping this isn't... Oh wait, we're here. Hello? Wait, is there anything in here? Since when did they add hunt mode back? Since when did they add the hunt game mode back? Alright, I'll join it. As you can see, I'm clearly on the hunt game mode, but I don't remember this being brought back at the time. I didn't even realise they added hunt back. So all I have to do is just wait until I see the game mode selector. So this isn't going to work. Since Gorilla Shirts was covering it, I have no idea if Hunt was there. But luckily, I know the date this video was recorded on. So I went to announcements on the Gorilla Tag Discord. Then I scrolled up until I found this. On the 21st, you can see they added the hoverboard map. So I just have to find the video on the hoverboards and check the game mode selector. And luckily, I found the video released on the exact same day I joined that code. And as you can see, Hunt wasn't a thing. The names are way too long to say hunt, so that means there's 3 codes like this. But the weird thing is, I didn't find this in code hunt. I found it in code 666. A ghost code. At this point, I have nothing left to research. The only thing I can do is join the codes. Before I join the most important codes, I'm gonna join codes like Brawl and Ambush to see if I can find more codes stuck on old game modes. So the first code we're going to join is code Brawl. So let's join this code right now. Let's see if there's anything in here.
Hopefully we find something, bro. Let's go 3, 2, 1, enter.
The first code has a chance of being on Paint Brawl. So now we need to test if this works. I swear, if I got put in a dupe code, I'm going to be so annoyed right now. I'm going to be honest, this doesn't look like Paint Brawl.
Yeah, it does not look like Paint Brawl.
This works. Like, I saw someone's video, like, they joined this code when Paint Brawl wasn't a thing and it works, but, like, I guess it doesn't work anymore.
Oh yeah, because you removed the game mode, right? Let me go check.
Wait, what game modes are even here now? I don't even know what they are. I mean, I guess we'll just move on to the next code, because, like, there's nothing here. The next code I wrote down is Ambush. That was, like, the invisible freeze tag game mode. Alright, let's join. I have no idea if this code has ever been on Ambush, but I need to try it. Okay, come on, please let us in, and please be on Ambush mode. Yep, it's on casual. This happened again. Are we even gonna find anything? Unfortunately, this code didn't work. We both seem to be visible.
Yeah, no, it does not work.
I have a theory. So basically, I once found this mod that lets you get back the old game modes like Paint Brawl and what was it? The other one?
Yeah,
Paint Brawl and yeah, whatever. Like the people that made that video might have gotten that mod, went into game mode, joined the code, and just like, you know.
I don't know, because one of the codes is stuck on Ghost Tag, but then I've joined that code, like, since that it's got removed, and it was only last week that it was on Ghost Tag, so it can't have just stayed on Ghost Tag because someone kept it on there for months.
That's creepy in a way. Someone has a PC on all day in a game mode, like in a lobby with a specific game mode. That's That's kind of creepy.
And it didn't say the game mode was ghost tag, because I have a recording of it, because I found it while I was recording another video. It said, like, ghost instead of ghost tag. It didn't even say ghost tag, which is kind of weird.
Oh, wait, so these lobbies are actually real. I didn't even know. I actually thought this, like, we were just trying to find some theory stuff or something. This is actually legit.
I've seen it twice, like, in code 666, this is even creepier, because it's not even the name of the game mode. In code 666, it was hunt when there wasn't, like, a hunt game mode.
This is crazy, bro.
Speaking of hunt, it's time to test if we can find this game mode. The next code I've written down is hunt. Alright, let's see if there's anything here.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1.
We might be on hunt. Sadly, it was just on infection. But since this was a ghost code, I decided to check for ghosts. Wait, let's at least check if there's a ghost in here, because this is a ghost code. Let's at least check. There's no ghost.
Yo, can I join? Tomorrow.
Now that I've joined all the test codes, it's time to rejoin the last 2 codes that are stuck on lost game modes. Starting with 666. We're gonna try code 666 first, because that was from a while ago. I joined this code in, like, February, so, like, we're gonna test if it's still like that. 3.
Hopefully, we are not gonna get hurt.
Unfortunately, this wasn't on hunt. This was really bad, because we haven't found anything so far. And I was beginning to lose hope. But I saw something on the leaderboard. Wait, who's bot? Who's bot? Oh no, that's just a random guy.
Oh, he's just a normal player. What's up, bro?
Oh, no, don't report.
No, don't report bot. He's not doing anything. Wait, no. As well as that player, we also met this guy. Whoa, it's error 5468, whatever that says.
If you look at it from a distance,
oh, yeah,
it actually looks pretty real.
It kind of does. Hey, can you give me a thumbs up for the video? Well, I just lagged. I just hit a crazy lag.
Me too. What the frick?
Wait, you did as well?
Yes, bro. I lagged out.
Hey, what are you doing? Making a sacrifice?
Oh,
yeah, we're making a sacrifice. I volunteer this guy.
And I volunteer this guy. Oh, this guy.
Alright, this guy can decide. Who do you want to be the sacrifice, me or him?
Which one? You.
Why me? Okay.
Alright, how do we do this ritual?
You need to say, like, the stuff. You need to say the curse thing, I don't know.
Oh, he's switching. Yo, I'm leaving you there, bro.
Wait, no. After we were done in that code, we moved on to the final code. This is the code that started everything. The reason we're hunting for these game modes. So far, every code has just been normal. Hopefully, this code will change that. Now it's time to join the most important code in this whole video. We are going to join the code Ghost.
Ghost. Yeah, you talked about this code earlier. Hopefully, this should be a good code and we find something.
3, 2, 1. Okay, come on. Wait. It's just casual.
Why is it casual? This freaking sucks.
That's like everything's just gone. Like the whole investigation is just like over.
Yeah, bro, this is lame.
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened then. This code isn't stuck on a game mode that doesn't exist. Everything's normal again. So I guess that means that the hacked Gorilla Tag code is still a mystery. There is something wrong with Gorilla Tag right now. You might be surprised to hear this, but recently there's been a lot of strange events happening in the game. So, in this video, I'm going to be investigating some of the strange events that are happening to Gorilla Tag right now. A few days ago, I got a message from my friend Mason Does XD, but this wasn't a normal message. The message said, "Hey Snake, I think you should know this. It's currently 2:25 AM. On February 4th, 2025, as I'm writing this. I decided to get on Gorilla Tag about 10 minutes ago. Something very strange is happening and I need you to see it." I was very curious, so I clicked on the link to watch the video, and what I saw might shock you. I saw nothing because I didn't have permission to view it, but then I got another link and this time it worked. So I'm going to play you the video he sent me.
Okay, so it is currently 2 AM right now. I'm just playing Gorilla Tag because I'm bored and stuff. I mean, I should be sleeping right now, but something really weird is happening right now. Pretty much in almost every single Forest public lobby currently on default queue, on casual. Pretty much, if you're at the top of the leaderboard, you're gonna get kicked. And then following that, everyone is gonna end up getting kicked. So pretty much, the top guy's gonna get kicked, and then someone else will be at the top, and then they'll get kicked, and it's just a repeating cycle. Everyone's getting kicked for some reason, and I don't know why. Watch closely. Yeah, look. Bro, look. Yeah, look. Everyone's getting kicked. Wait. Look. Wait. Look. Bro. What is happening? I just got kicked. Why is everyone getting kicked? Everyone's just getting kicked. Wait. Yeah, look, it's happening again. Wait. No. Wait, dude, I'm actually so confused right now.
As you just saw, something very weird was happening. If you were at the top of the leaderboard in a lobby, you would get kicked out of the game. And we know this wasn't just people leaving, because Mason actually got kicked when he was at the top of the leaderboard.
Wait. Look. Bro. What is happening?
This was very strange, so I decided to dig deeper into what actually happened in the video. To start off, you can see it's about 2 AM on February 4th. When he joined the lobbies, I looked at things like who was in the lobby and how many people were there. As you can see, the first one isn't a full lobby. Also, none of the usernames really stood out as some kind of hacker or ghost. In the second lobby, again, the code wasn't full, and it was completely different people. So that means it wasn't just a hacker following him. But I noticed something strange. If you watch the video closely, you'll see that in the last lobby, no one got kicked when the lobby was full. The first lobby never filled up with players, so people were constantly getting kicked. The first lobby never filled up, so players were constantly getting kicked from it. But in this lobby, someone only got kicked when the lobby wasn't full. So now we know that if a lobby's full, then people can't get kicked. Now, once he sent me this message, I got on to see what was really happening. So I turned on my VR, loaded up Gorilla Tag, and started recording. Okay, so I literally just got on Gorilla Tag, and I need to test this. Alright, so I'm going into a public lobby right now. I need to watch the leaderboard. Let's see what happens. The lobby's full right now. Let's see if someone gets kicked. No, wait, it just happened. That actually just happened. There's no way. Wait, did it just happen again? No, wait, that guy wasn't on the top. I don't think it did. I set up the camera to film the leaderboard, but unfortunately nothing else happened. I joined a few more lobbies, but this randomly just stopped happening. But wait, there's something weird in this footage. I noticed that every time a player got kicked, it was instantly followed by another player joining. And this happened 3 times throughout the recording. Now, at this point, I have nothing else to investigate. All of the footage is there, but I still don't really have any answers. So, at one last attempt to get the answers that I was looking for, I interviewed Mason, the person who found this in the first place. So the first question is, how did you find out about this?
Okay, so it was just like one random night, and I couldn't sleep, so I just got on Gorilla Tag. It was like 3 AM, I'm pretty sure. Or 3 AM or 2 AM. It was something around there. And then I start joining codes, and some kid starts talking about like people at the top of the leaderboard are getting kicked. And I was confused, and I didn't know what was happening. But then, like a couple hours later, I joined, and I just looked at the leaderboard, and I saw people getting kicked over and over again up until I got kicked. Now I have video proof of it happening. It's just really weird, and I still don't know why it's a thing, honestly.
What was your first reaction when it like actually happened to you?
When it happened, I was just confused, and I thought that there were just modders going around in lobbies kicking people, which might be the case, but it was happening in like every single lobby, so I think it might just be a glitch on Gorilla Tag's behalf. But I wasn't like scared or anything. I was just like, I just thought it was weird, you know? I wasn't really scared or anything, but...
Alright, so the final question is, how do you think this was actually possible?
At first I thought it was modders, which would be like the obvious answer, but then again, it was happening in like every single lobby. Although there were a couple lobbies where it wasn't happening. It was just really weird. It was a weird recurring thing that literally went on for like hours, I'm pretty sure. Now I believe it was just a weird Gorilla Tag glitch, kind of like that one night when Gorilla Tag was just like all dark and it was all weird. Which, by the way, let me add something to that. A couple of nights ago, I went into mountains. It was pitch black.
Oh, yeah,
literally
I did as well.
pitch black. It was a weird glitch, I'm guessing.
So that's the interview finished, right? Not a lot of new information about why this is happening. But just when we were about to stop the recording, this happened. By the way, one more thing. I noticed, like, I was looking at both our recordings, like the recording that I got of it and the recording you got of it. And the only times people were getting kicked was when, like, the lobby wasn't full. Like, if the lobby was full, no one would get kicked. But then, if it wasn't full, then people would get kicked.
That makes sense. Oh, I think I know what it is now. Obviously, when you're not in the lobby and you walk out in a forest, it'll generate you into the lobby. Probably some sort of glitch where it's kicking people to get new people in lobby, because every time someone got kicked, I'm pretty sure someone new joined.
So that's what was happening. It was just a glitch that would kick one person to let another person join. So that's the mystery solved. But when you're playing Gorilla Tag late at night, just remember to be careful. When I started this video, I had no idea what I was about to find in one of these codes, because later in the video, I got doxed. There are some Gorilla Tag codes that are very dangerous. You might be wondering, what makes a code dangerous? Well, a code is dangerous if a ghost haunts it. So in this video, I'm going to be investigating 6 of these codes to see how dangerous they really are. And I'm not lying when I say that they're dangerous, because at the end of the video, I got doxed. The first code is code Daisy09. Most of you watching the video will know what this ghost is, but if you don't, then you might recognize this instead. Daisy09 was one of the first ghosts, and definitely one of the most popular, but I have some very weird encounters with Daisy. Oh wait, he actually is. This is definitely real, definitely not clickbait. Point to my name. Look, that guy's gonna get... Wait. Surely that's gotta be a setup. No way, no way, no way. Kick me, kick me. Wait, let's see if it kicks me. I wanna get kicked. No way. No way! Wait, what? What? No way, no way, no way, no way. 2, 1, enter. Wait, hold on, there was just someone there. No way, no way. Am I like hallucinating? Or as soon as we left, was there a pink person with long arms just there? Like, I swear, I was looking out here, and as soon as I clicked enter for a split second, there was a pink monkey just there. Daisy09 colour, just with long arms, just standing there.
Who's this? Come here.
Who's who? Oh, don't tell me there's another guy. Do not tell me there's another guy. There's no way another ghost just joined. It's gonna kick someone. It's gonna kick someone. Wait, hold on. What's he doing? He can't even climb the leaderboard. He gave up because he couldn't climb the leaderboard. Over the time I've been ghost hunting, I've met this ghost 4 separate times, with each time something even weirder happening. Since I've encountered this ghost many times before, I know a lot about it. The ghost normally has a set path it walks down, eventually taking it to the leaderboard, and this is where players will start to get kicked and even banned. Allegedly, because there's no video proof of this happening. The most common code for Daisy09 is obviously Daisy09. So now it's time to join the code. So the first code I'm joining is code Daisy09. So let's see if there's anything in here. Oh, I think the code might be full. Oh no, why is the first code full? Okay, I guess I'll just have to come back to this code later. Sadly, the first code I tried to join was full. I should have known that would happen. But now it's time to investigate the next code. The next code is I See You. Now, I have a very creepy experience with this code, and this goes back to when I first started playing Gorilla Tag. Me and my friend Dingus used to go ghost hunting a lot, but there was one specific code we always joined, and the code was I See You. Now, when we joined this code, we didn't really find anything, but on one random evening at around 9 PM, we found something. It was nighttime in Gorilla Tag, so everything was very dark, and there were a few other players in the lobby at the time. Then suddenly, it joined. The ghost started reading out some kind of warning message, but it was different to the others. I've been trying to remember what happened when the ghost stopped reading out the message, but I can't think of anything. I don't really remember anything about the ghost either. I don't know its colour, I don't know its cosmetics, I don't even know what its name is. All I remember is there was something uncanny about it. The way it moved and spoke was just so unnatural. I need to find this ghost again. And there's only one code I can find it in.
Oh yeah, this would be a good time to mention, I'm trying to hit 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you want to help me get there, then subscribe. Anyway, let's get back to the video. The next code is code ICU. So I'm gonna type it in, let's see if there's anything in here. Oh wait, I'm in. Oh, the lobby's almost full, hello? I wasn't expecting this code to be full, because last time I joined it was very inactive. But I noticed a name on the leaderboard that stood out from the others. Is there any ghosts in this code? Wait, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Okay. Okay, not a lot really happened in that code, but I might need the disguise because I got recognized a lot. My disguise is Billy again. If you couldn't tell, I'm not really that good at coming up with disguises. The next code is Forest. This just sounds like a normal code, but it's far from this. The ghost that haunts this code is called Banshee. I've talked about this ghost many times before, but here are its main abilities. Banshee has the power to ban and dox you if you're in a code with it. The ghost has also been seen making high-pitched noises and screams. It usually spawns in the treehouse, but it can go to other maps if it's provoked. This by far is one of the most dangerous ghosts in Gorilla Tag. But although I've hunted it a lot, I've never found it. But hopefully that changes today. Okay, so the next code is code Forest. So let's see if there's anything in here. Please don't be full. Please don't be full. Please don't be full. Come on, come on. Oh, wait, I'm the only one. No way I'm the only one in this code. I thought this was like a popular code, but I guess it isn't. Considering Banshee is a popular ghost, I was surprised this code was empty. The only thing I can really think of doing is going to Treehouse, because like this is where Banshee spawns, so I guess like there's a chance that something might appear here. I really don't think anything's gonna be here though, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know where to go. I mean, the code's Forest, so obviously I'm just gonna stay in Forest, but like there's not really anything here. Is there anything I could do? There's probably gonna be nothing in this code, so I think I'll just move on. I've been here a while. The next code I'm investigating is code PBBV. Now this code is obviously for the ghost PBBV, but there's a problem. This ghost hasn't been found in almost a year. The last sighting we have of it is in this J-Man Curly video. So I'll play the clip right now.
Yo!
Yo! He's just spawned there! He spawned there! You saw that too, he actually was teleported. Oh, he froze! He got kicked! He got kicked! He got kicked! He got kicked! Let's see if he gets kicked.
No way! Oh! No way! No way!
That was the last time anyone has filmed an encounter with this ghost. It's almost like this ghost has gone missing. But there's only one way to test if this ghost has really gone missing. So now I'm gonna join code PBBV. Please don't be full. I feel like this might be full. Oh, I made it in. Hello? Is there anything here? Unlike code Day09, this lobby wasn't full. And again, I noticed a certain name on the leaderboard. Wait, who's this guy? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? Wait, where's that person? Wait, let's try and find him. There's some guy. Wait, what color is he? What color is he? He's the first lava. Where's the first lava guy? We need to check like other maps, because if he's not in... Wait, he's speaking. I don't think he's real. I can see him speaking. You might be wondering, Snake, when are you going to get doxed? Well, what if I told you that this was going to happen in the next code? The next code is code EXE. This code isn't as popular as some of the other codes I've joined in this video, but it's still very disturbing. The only ghosts that can actually join this code are glitched bots. It's almost like these ghosts are errors. Some of the ghosts that join this code are even broken versions of popular ghosts. Like Day09, PBBV, Echo, ones like that. Since this isn't a popular code, there's a high chance that no one will be here when I join. But there's only one way to find out. I had no idea, but this code would be the scariest code I've ever joined. And that's not an exaggeration, but you'll see in a minute why it's so scary. So the next code is code EXE. So let's try. I don't think there's going to be anything here. Yeah, I'm the only one in this code. That's so weird. Okay, I guess I'll just like run around for a bit. I don't really know. I don't really know where any ghosts would like spawn. I guess just in Forest, but like Forest isn't that scary right now because it's daytime, so I had no idea, but there was something waiting for me in Stump, or someone waiting for me in the Stump. I guess I could try and go to a map like Caves where it's like kind of dark. Oh wait, hello? Who is this guy? You are not a ghost. Who is this guy? Brood EXE. What? I didn't think anything of this player at first until it did this. That was creepy. Something like this has never happened to me before. As soon as he said that, I instantly left the code. That was so weird. I wasn't sure what this hacker was going to do next, but I did not want to stay in the code to find out. This would usually just be something I'd cut out the video, but I feel like this needs to be included, because stuff like this happens way too frequently in Gorilla Tag. So hopefully this video can bring some kind of attention to this type of hacking. I also wasn't sure if I was going to get player tracked now, but I just continued with the video. I'm guessing he's going to try player track me or something, but like, I don't know. The final code I'm investigating is code Ghost. Now, I've joined this code many times before, and some of the stuff that I've found is very creepy. This code is completely unpredictable because anything can join it. This ranges from popular ghosts to ghosts that no one's heard of, but this is definitely one of the most common codes for ghosts in Gorilla Tag, so it only makes sense to join this code. Okay, so the next code is code Ghost. So I'm going to join this code right now, let's see what happens. Please don't be full, wait, no, it might be full. Oh, I think this code is full. No. Sadly, this code was full, so I couldn't join this final code. But just remember, if you're ever in a code by yourself and a hacker Picture this. You're in a public lobby just casually playing, but then you notice that everyone else in the lobby is frozen except for you and one other player. But this player is actually a ghost. A few days ago, I was about to start streaming when I got a message from my friend Arctree. But this wasn't just a normal message. He told me that something very weird just happened to him. This isn't the first time I've been sent a video like this, so I was curious to see what it was. So I clicked on the video. I had no idea, but this simple video would send me down a huge rabbit hole. This is the video he sent me.
Oh, he got crashed. Everybody got crashed except me. Dude, bro, what? I'm in a public lobby, bro. Yo, is everybody frozen for you? Yo, wait, you. Is everybody else frozen for you? I can't hear anybody. Dude, what? Hold on, I need to tell Snake.
Now, a lot just happened in this video, so I'm going to break down everything. As you can see at the start, most of the players are frozen at the mirror, but other than Arctree, there's two players moving. One of them is just a normal player, but I want you to look closely at the other player. If you watch its movements closely, you can clearly see that it's some kind of ghost. As the video goes on, it becomes clear that this lobby is hacked. Now, at this point, not a lot is really happening in the video, but at the end of the video, I noticed something that changes everything.
Hold on, I need to tell Snake.
Did you notice it? If you zoom into the computer, you can see the code he was in. But before I show you this code, I need to do more research. You might be wondering, what kind of research am I going to do? Well, I want to know if anyone else has seen this ghost. But before I even started researching, I got a message from someone else. They also sent me a video, which I'm going to play right now.
What is happening? Like, what is this glitch?
Bro, what is going on?
I don't know. This is so weird. I'm not frozen either, but you guys are frozen. And every time you guys move, like, people leave. Bro, what is this? Bro, what the heck? It's like we're not in the same lobby, but we are at the same time. Hold on, let me join a different lobby and see if this still happens. So this is a different lobby now. It was just happening in that lobby because the lobby isn't... What the heck?
As you can see, this video is very different to the other one. This time, there's no creepy ghost hacking the lobby. Or at least if there is, we can't see it in the video. But this proves that things like this are constantly happening. And I don't think it's a coincidence anymore. So I searched everywhere I could. I watched hundreds of videos, trying to find someone else that's seen this player. And this is what I found. I found nothing. At this point, I have no idea what to do. I can't find any footage of this ghost. I can't even find videos of lobbies breaking. It's almost like this ghost doesn't want to be found. But I'm going to try and find it. The only idea I really have is just to search through public lobbies and just pray that I find something. Okay, I'm just gonna go into a public lobby. Let's hope I find something. Alright, so I'm in the lobby. What the hell is happening here? Wait, where'd that guy just come from? Wait, what is happening? What is happening to this guy though, Mr. XXX? Wait, that is actually creepy. Okay, well that guy clearly has a soundboard. I don't think there's anyone else weird in this code. Oh, he's just gone. He's just gone. And someone else is here now. Wait, what? That code was really weird, but I forgot to turn on game audio. Okay, game audio is back. I'm gonna go into the next code. Come on, please be at least something in this code. Okay, let's look at these names. Let's see who's here. Larry. I need to find Larry. I need to find Larry. Is this Larry? Is this Larry? I found Larry, guys. I found Larry. I can't see anyone in this lobby who's, like, acting kind of weird. I mean, I found Larry. That's quite cool. I really don't think there's anything in this lobby. I'm just going to move on to the next one. The first lobby wasn't that successful, so I just moved on to the next one. Okay, I'm going to try a few more codes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to find anything. Alright, let's see who's here. Daisy09? Since when was Daisy09 a tiger? Daisy09's evolving now. What's happening? Gorilla Tag ghosts before and after drug. Guys, Daisy09's evolving. Look at him now. This is Daisy09 in 2025. He's evolved from just being a normal player.
Bro, why do you look like someone from YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know. I was never here. In the second lobby, again, I had no luck. I got recognised a lot in that lobby, so I might need a disguise soon. But in the next lobby, something I was never expecting happened. This is going to be the last lobby. Let's hope I find something. What is happening over here? Oh, they're having a battle. Go blue team. Wait, why is everyone freezing? Wait, no way. Wait, why is everyone freezing? There is no way this is happening. Everyone in the lobby was starting to freeze.
Finger painter, Snake.
No, I don't. What are you on about? No, the real Snake wouldn't have finger painter. Unless Gorilla Tag give it to me. I have never put on finger painter in my life in a video. Oh yeah, this would be a good time to mention I'm trying to hit 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you want to help me get there, then subscribe. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna leave this lobby. There's like nothing here. Unfortunately, in that lobby, nothing happened. So I just had to give up on the investigation. But I have one more idea. At one last attempt to get the information I need, I decided to interview Arctree, the person who found this ghost in the first place. The first question is, what were you doing when you first got on Gorilla Tag?
I was joining public lobbies for fun because I wanted to meet people.
The next question is, when did you notice that something was wrong? So like when you were in the lobby, when did you notice something was wrong?
So right when I joined the lobby, a guy was like playing weird music, or like the noise that was in the video I sent you. He was like walking around with like robotic movement. I noticed that something was off because he pointed at one person and then he just completely froze. And then he went to the mirror, pointed at a different person, and then everybody froze.
So was there anything that happened that you didn't get on the recording? Like, did anything happen before you started recording?
I mentioned that like he pointed at somebody and then they froze, but it was just that guy. That's what I did not get on recording. Because after I saw that, I knew, oh, I should record quickly.
The next question is, what do you think that guy was? Like the weird ghost-like thing playing music. What do you think that guy was? Like just a hacker or a ghost? What do you think?
I would say that he was probably a ghost. I haven't really seen hackers do stuff like that. Like, yes, I've seen them kick people out of the lobby. I don't think that there's like any possibility that they can kick out a full lobby of players.
So that's the interview finished. Although I found out more about the sighting, there's just not enough information about this ghost and who it is. But I have one final thing left to try. Remember earlier in the video when I found out what the code was? Well, this was the code that he saw the mysterious ghost in. So I think you know what I need to do. So now, I'm going to join the code FGSP. So I'm going to join this code right now, let's see what happens. Now, I wasn't expecting anything to happen, but I did not realise how creepy this code would be. What's happening? It's not loading me in. Wait, hold on, why is it not working? It's just not loading me in the code, what's happening? For some reason, I couldn't get into the code, but that wasn't the only strange thing happening. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, what if I go into a public lobby? What is happening to Doug? Doug? What was that about? Wait, what is happening? My game is just glitching. What is going on? I just realised that I was trapped. I couldn't join lobbies and I could not escape from this weird glitch. Am I gonna have to restart my game or something? This just broke my game. What am I supposed to do? What is happening? Am I in? No, I just lagged for no reason. What What is going on? Hello? Am I alone right now? What is happening? I guess I'm just alone in Gorilla Tag now. Like, I'm so confused. I keep lagging. Am I in a public lobby? I just want to be in a public lobby. I don't care if I'm in the normal code. Can I go just to any map then? What is this? I'm just going to any map and it's just not loading me into a lobby. I don't want to be down here. No, I don't want to be down here. Come on, no. I'm not doing this today. No, this is so creepy. No. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. What is happening? Why can't it just let me into the code? I don't get what's happening right now. I'm just glitched out of a... Okay, I'm checking that. No. Am I recording right now? No, I'm checking that. I swear I'm restarting my game. No. I'm restarting my game. I'm restarting my game. I'm not doing this. Okay, I'm loading back into Gorilla Tag now. What the hell just happened? I just got back in Gorilla Tag. I am joining that code right now. I don't care. I need to know what just happened. I haven't even got the camera set up properly. I just need to go in this code. Let me in the code. I'm in. I'm the only one. Okay. I got that all on recording. That was so weird. I thought I saw a player. I can't have though. I wasn't in the lobby. There's no way I saw a player. There is just no way. I don't know what's happening right now. When I'm in the code, I'm just kind of just playing in Forest. I do have my desktop audio off, so if I hear any noises, it probably won't pick up on the recording. Okay, I'm here. This was the exact spot where Archery saw the ghost just walking along here. This is literally the exact spot where it happened. A few days ago, this code was completely cursed, and now there's just nothing here. I guess I'll look in a few other maps, but I really don't think there's going to be anything here. I'll try looking canyons. Sometimes in canyons you can find something. I mean, canyons is a scary map, right? Like, there's Echo Spot. Surely there'd be a ghost there. I mean, I don't see anything there. I just don't know what's happening right now. Alright, well, I guess that's the video finished. I failed at finding a ghost. I can't find anything about it. So I'll just leave the code. So that's the video finished, right? I failed at finding the ghost. Well, the investigation isn't over yet. I need your help finding this player. So if you have any sightings of this ghost, or if you just want to help hunt for this player, then join my Discord server and send any information you have on this ghost. And maybe if we work together, we can find this ghost. There is a Gorilla Tag code that many people have experienced being doxed in by what appears to be some glitch-like bot. As far as I can see, there's no straight answers saying what happens in this code or why it happens. So I'm doing an investigation surrounding this code, and at the end of the video, I actually join the code to see what really happens. Before I start this video, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that doxing is a serious issue and might be sensitive to some people. All of the encounters that these players have had were from a very long time ago when Gorilla Tag was less developed. So the chances of you getting doxed on Gorilla Tag today is very, very low. But doxing in Gorilla Tag has been something that's been talked about in the community for a long time now. So I'm going to be talking about the code where many people have claimed to have been doxed in. Code BBVR. This doxing situation was first brought to light when YouTuber J-Man Curly, Gorilla Tag's biggest YouTuber, uploaded a video titled "This Ghost Knows Your Location." Now, before I cover what was said in this video, I need to do a lot more research. First, I need to find evidence of people actually joining this code and seeing what encounters they had, and just generally seeing people's experiences while playing in this code. I am also aware that it's very hard to find actual videos of people getting doxed in Gorilla Tag, because it will be very hard to film, and if you post it, you've kind of just doxed yourself to the whole internet. I started off by searching into YouTube Gorilla Tag code BBVR. Surprisingly, I couldn't find any videos talking about this specific code. Interestingly, when I searched this up, a lot of the videos that showed up were ghost-related videos, which might tell us there's a link between this code and Gorilla Tag ghosts. Now, I'm one of the people who don't believe in Gorilla Tag ghosts. If you join a ghost code and there's a ghost in there, I think it's just a hacker. Calling the player that's doxing people a ghost makes it seem unrealistic because, let's be honest, Gorilla Tag ghosts aren't real. And I also don't think it's a ghost, I think it's some kind of bot controlled by hackers. And this would make sense because the player's voice is clearly AI. So I'm only going to refer to it as the bot. Since I couldn't find anything related to the code on YouTube, I decided to search it into Google, and this is what I found. And the results are kind of surprising. When I searched this, surprisingly, I found a YouTube video that didn't show up before. And this was weird because the keywords in the title matched the ones I typed into YouTube. It was almost like this video was being hidden. And obviously I watched it, but unfortunately I didn't find anything interesting. It seemed to just be two players walking around caves the whole time. But I'm gonna note down to search caves later when I actually join the code. I also decided to see if this code was listed as an official Gorilla Tag ghost code, but I couldn't find anything. This clearly isn't a well-known code, even though J-Man's video talking about it almost has 4 million views. Researching this code is clearly becoming very difficult, so instead I'm just going to try and find proof of people being doxed in Gorilla Tag, so I can kind of confirm that this is actually possible. Now I just want to warn you that the videos I'm about to watch, we have no proof that they're real. And Gorilla Tag have said many times that doxing is impossible in game, and even a former moderator confirmed it.
It has never happened. There's no way from any standpoint that they could get anybody's personal information in game.
Now let's watch some videos covering it. I could only really find short clips with no context provided, meaning that they're most likely faked, because none of these videos mentioned the code that they were in or the player they got doxed by. If you didn't know, it's really easy to fake things like this, because all I need if I want to make a ghost/bot sighting, all I'm gonna need is a friend who pretends to be a ghost, and then just get random people or just people from my Discord server to join a code, and then we can just act like the ghost is real. And just like that, I have a fake ghost sighting. With these doxing videos, I feel like the same thing could be happening, because it could be quite easy to go viral like this, especially when you're using this kind of format that makes the video seem way more casual. The videos that I watched don't seem to have a high amount of views, but I could see why people would think that this would get them a lot of views. Before we continue, I just want to quickly remind you to subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and if I can successfully do that, I'm going to give away 10,000 shiny rocks to a random person in my Discord. So if you want to see me lose money, then subscribe. But anyway, since there's basically no information about this code online, it's finally time to watch J-Man's video. First, I need to cover what supposedly happened. J-Man is claiming that there's a player going around with the username Goodbye, and this is the player that is doxing everyone inside this code. The main 5 people featured in this video are J-Man, Elliot, Aquanly, Nero, and Jolene. In the video, Aquanly and Nero explain their experiences of getting doxed in this code.
So I was playing, obviously, and then the AI joined, and it was reading out a ton of numbers. I didn't even pay any attention. I thought it was just some little kid trolling. And then I heard my state, and I started listening, and then it read, like, IP address, from, like, literally from longitude and latitude to my phone number, my name, my address, everything. Literally, an entire dox.
Here I go BVR. They came in, they started like shaking their head and stuff. Yeah, they used poor people's IPs, saying people's family members.
So it wasn't just you then?
No, it was other people. He was leaking everybody's phone numbers and we all called each other, and it was scary.
This is the audio that was provided in the video, and we can use this to visualize what actually happened while these players were getting doxed.
311 LSC Boulevard W.
Now, in the video, there's nothing explaining where he got this audio from, so we can't be 100% sure that this was the audio that the bot played, but it's highly likely that it was something similar to this. Also, Aquanly and Nero weren't recording when this happened, so we don't have any video evidence. But that makes sense, because when you're getting doxed, the first thing you think of isn't, oh, I could get a lot of views if I film this. Both players, while getting doxed, mentioned that the bot read out things like their phone number and their addresses. Now, I'm not an expert on doxing, so I don't know how you would find this information through Gorilla Tag, but I'll let J-Man explain it, because he explains it way better than me.
Well, Gorilla Tag uses 2 services to host this multiplayer experience. The server/multiplayer are hosted by Photon, which handles all kinds of networking like joining public lobbies or private codes. PlayFab is the other service which handles accounts and player data. Now, Photon doesn't get you any real-life information. PlayFab does, and that's where the danger might come in. Any game you've ever played that uses PlayFab, anyone in an admin or developer position knows where you live. If you're a developer admin and you scroll through your player list on your game, you can click and see an approximate location down to the town of that specific player. Of course, sharing this information would be highly illegal, and I'm not saying that any of the developers of these games are doing that. I'm just using them as examples.
We also have to take into consideration that this was at the height of Gorilla Tag Ghosts being popular, and also when player tracking was a huge problem. Back then, the idea of getting doxed in Gorilla Tag was talked about a lot, even though the developers confirmed that it was impossible.
It has never happened. There's no way from any standpoint that they could get anybody's personal information in game.
Even after they confirmed this, there were still so many stories about it happening. At this point, things like player tracking proved it was possible for hackers to access your data in-game. But don't worry, because this has been fixed and you can't do that anymore. The only way to player track now is through cosmetics. Collecting data from users right now is impossible, but back then there was a very small chance that it could have happened. There was definitely a chance it was possible because of all the things that were happening at the time. But then again, I'm going to go back to this clip that confirms it's impossible.
It has never happened. There's no way from any standpoint that they could get anybody's personal information in game.
The Gorilla Tag team has always assured people that their data cannot be accessed through Gorilla Tag. And I believe this because if Gorilla Tag gave people an easy way to access your data, then I'm pretty sure that would be illegal if they didn't do anything about it. Also, I know there's a lot of people who are scared of getting doxxed in Gorilla Tag. And if you're one of those people, I just want to remind you that these stories are from a very long time ago. Specifically from 2022 to early 2023. And any stories that you see in the comment section of this video claiming they got doxxed are probably fake. It's also really annoying for me when people claim they got doxxed but they didn't, because it makes it really hard to make these videos. Since I've done a lot of research on this but haven't really found a lot, I wanted to know what people in the Gorilla Tag community thought about this. So basically, I'm just going to ask you some questions about doxing in Gorilla Tag. Have you or has anyone you know been doxed in Gorilla Tag?
So one of my first friends that I met on Gorilla Tag, they went into a public lobby one day, and this guy called Doxer320 came into their lobby and started telling everyone like their phone numbers and addresses, and they all called each other. Perfectly correct.
Oh yeah, that's a story that like I've covered before, where like everyone, like people called each other and it was correct.
Not that I know of, no.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, could you tell me like about your experience?
Yeah, so I was playing the game, and then I joined a public code. This guy told me to join a code, and then he told me like my whole address and my phone number. And yeah, so we joined, what code was it? I know it's like the GG4. I've seen my friends get doxxed a bit.
So your friends have been doxxed before?
So yes.
Well, I don't really remember anyone I know, or me. I've never really been doxxed in real tag, but I remember one of my friends telling him that another friend of his, and then when he joined his private code without telling like that one guy, the guy just showed up 5 minutes later.
Do you think there was a chance like that guy knew personal information about him? The next question is, do you know anything about the subject? Just anything about like being doxxed in Gorilla Tag in general?
Not really. I mean, I've never experienced it. I know one person who's experienced it, but apart from that, no, not really.
Not really, because I only got a VR a few months ago, so I only started playing this game a few months ago, so I'm not really sure.
All I know is when it happens, like, basically, you can't really control it. They just come up to you and say it.
Do you know anything about how doxing works, or just doxing in general? Do you know anything about it?
No. I don't really know like exactly how someone could get doxxed in real tag. Like maybe a player could like be like a hacker.
Yes, so you think like it's possible through hacking?
Yeah.
The last question is, do you think it's possible to get doxxed in Gorilla Tag?
Moderators have said it's not possible, it will never happen, but it's happened, so I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it's possible.
Yeah, because it has, before, it has happened. So I don't know if it could still happen.
Yeah.
Because it was like 4 years ago.
Yes, like, so you've been playing like a really long time then? Well, obviously you have because you've got like the sun hat, but like, yeah.
Well, it's like, there's a possibility, yeah.
I don't know, maybe not. It's sort of like a 50-50 chance or whatever it is. Like, it's a possibility it could happen, but also probably might not happen, you know?
I also decided to interview some of my friends who have been playing way longer than me, who hopefully know more about this than I do. Have you or has anyone else that you know been doxxed in Gorilla Tag before?
I know my friend's been doxxed because we went in a code banshee, started reading out IP addresses, and like basically my friend lives in North Carolina in whatever, I forgot what state, but it said, I think I've got it on record somewhere in my Oculus app, but like it's reading out a bunch of addresses, and it reads out as like security code thing or whatever they have in America.
Yeah. Final question is, do you think doxing in Gorilla Tag is possible?
Yeah, because I witnessed it and I've got PTSD.
So now that I've done as much research as I can, interviewed a lot of different players, it's finally time to join the code. In J-Man's video, they joined the code BBVR but found nothing. So now it's finally time for me to join the code and see what really happens. So now it's finally time for me to join the code, and I'm here with Zilko, who you saw like 20 seconds ago. Zilko, are you ready to join this code?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because if you weren't, then we were going to do it anyway. Okay, so join code BBVR. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I'm joining the code now. This is actually kind of scary. Like, in this very code that I'm in right now, people got, like, doxed, they got their phone numbers leaked, their, like, all their personal information leaked. In this very code that I'm in right now, that's just crazy. Okay, so I'm just waiting for Zilko to join, and then we're going to search for a few areas like caves. I think that was one of the areas mentioned. I think forests in general as well, and we're going to check a few other maps like city and mountains as well, just to make sure we're not missing anything. And look, he's right here. Okay, so first we're going to go to caves, so follow me down here. We're going to go to like the old version of caves, because that's where the people were, because I watched the video, and like a lot of people, like there was 2 people who went down to caves. They didn't find anything, but it seemed to be like an important area. Of course, like the music's so just like upbeat and happy. Like this is supposed to be a scary video.
I hate how it just stopped.
Yeah, like as soon as we enter, it just stops.
Can I search up here for moral support?
No, I think that you should come down here with me.
I hate this so much.
Okay, don't spawn. Do not go in there. If you go in there, I'm going to scream at you.
I like used to play, but oh my god, I just snapped my camera and I turned to the box and I used to play when OG Caves was like around.
I started playing in September 2023, so I'm very young. You're like an old man.
Yeah, I'm an old man.
Okay, so I don't think there's anything in here. Like we haven't really noticed anything. I mean, obviously we're the only ones wait, there's someone else on the leaderboard.
No, it's me.
Oh, you're right behind me. Okay, whatever. I don't think we're really gonna find anything down here, so I say we go up to forest.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was, to be fair.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting anything to happen. I mean, in forest, so like I watched J-Man's video earlier. Aquanley, who is one of the people who got doxed, he was in forest at the time of it happening. So I think we just play around forest for a bit, see if we can see anything.
Should we go in the hay house?
Yeah, we could. How does it feel that, like, you're in a code that 2 years ago people got their personal information leaked in? Like, in this very code.
Pretty fine. Not like anyone's gonna come at my house.
Yo, no, actually I like something in the wall.
I think they removed, like, parts, like, hiding spots and stuff.
Yo, wait.
Are you sure it wasn't just me going like this?
No, come here.
What?
Put your ear against the wall, or am I like... I'm
I
a
don't
feeling...
hear anything. Yeah, let's go in here. It's a ghost! Yeah, there's nothing there. I mean, we're the only ones in here. Like, this code used to be, like, full of people with, like... What? Oh, that's the apples. I just heard, like, a drinking sound, and I was like, what the hell was that? Alright, let's go to City. City seems like a kind of, like...
I hate City so much.
I don't like the new City. Like, I just think the old City was so much better. And the cosmetics. There's way too many cosmetics now. Like, there used to just be, like, 10 cosmetics per update. Now there's, like, 50. Wait, we should summon it in the mirror. The ghost is called Goodbye, so we just say goodbye in the mirror 3 times. Alright, let's say goodbye in the mirror 3 times. Ready? Goodbye. 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 Oh, it's right there. Alright, yeah, there's nothing.
Oh no, my game just lagged. Not even joking. I like froze for a millisecond.
No way.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, it's right there. Alright, yeah.
Oh no, my game just lagged. Not even joking. I like froze for a millisecond.
I'm watching this recording and there's going to be absolutely no lag. Alright, where else could we look? I mean, there's not really any other creepy maps in the game where like a doxer would be.
Kind of.
Mountains, if it was nighttime in mountains it would be, but I don't think mountains is that scary.
No, it is, it's nighttime. Oh, never mind.
It's daytime. What do you mean it's scary in here? Does this look scary to you?
Kind of.
This is not scary at all.
I feel like it's all the decorations make it less scary. Like if this was like the summer update or just like nothing, it would be like scary.
It was melting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go through that. Do you have like mods still?
I don't have mods.
Oh
Well, I have the mods installed, but I don't have a working utility. Look, I don't think anything's gonna happen. That worked in like a J-Man Curly video when they joined an empty code and he said, "Oh look, I don't think anything's gonna happen," and then like the Daisy music started playing. Why doesn't that work for me?
I'm happy it didn't work because like I hate it when there's ghosts.
Same, because like I don't think anything is gonna happen in this code. No, it's not even working. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's working because I think genuinely just nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's not working again. Is there anything else we could do, like, in this code?
No, not much.
I mean, we could search a few corners, like this one. Who is that? Okay, yeah,
Let's go with clouds. What about clouds?
Clouds isn't scary.
No, but it's got a lot of places where someone could stand on and look at you. Like, imagine the zone of invisible.
Oh wait, in there, let's look in here. This is like way bigger than the, forest one.
You're like more likely to get player tracked.
You only get player tracked by cosmetics, so like, the only way, because player tracking is impossible now unless, like, you have the finger painter, because then they can track the cosmetic. That would be funny though if like a player tracker joined and we just got so scared. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be anything in this code. It didn't work again. This was like 2 years ago though, so this code has been like sitting here, probably getting like 3 people joining it like every year, just like since the like whole doxing thing happened.
I don't know, I just feel like there's something weird in this code, like it's too quiet.
It's kind of crazy how abandoned this code got. Like it was just full of life 2 years ago and now there's just nothing. I think that's basically everything. Thank you for coming out here. Alright, bye.
Alright, see you later. Bye.
So that's kind of the mystery of the code BBVR finished. So I can safely say that nothing has happened in the code when we were in there. And the code seems basically safe today. But the people who got doxed 2 years ago and this mysterious bot is still a mystery.